soon.
And I'm your host, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Primetime Wrestling, where we feature the superstars of the World Wrestling Federation. I don't even know that I should be talking to you this week.
I don't care if you do or not.
You really got me bent out of shape, Brain.
Why?
Well, because you invited me out to the camp for the second visit.
You don't have to go into that right now.
Oh, I don't have to go into that, huh?
No, you don't.
You had no idea whatsoever about letting me take a look once again at Andre. You knew you weren't going to do that. Yet you let me drag that camera crew out there at my expense. In fact, you think you're smart. You think that, well, nothing came out of that. I'm not going to be able to do anything or use anything. I'm going to use that footage today that we shot and show the people exactly what you are, what kind of an... Damien hasn't a thing on you. You're the real snake.
What kind of footage did you shoot?
You'll see. We're going to have it later on in the program.
You told me you were scrapping all that stuff.
Hey, well, that's your problem. Our feature match this week, of course, the ladies tag team title match. Leilani Kai, Judy Martin, the current reigning champions, and they are a rough duo inside that squared circle. Also going to be joined by the Killer Bees. Really looking forward to getting a shot at the current reigning men's world tag team champions. Of course, the Hart Foundation.
You can't show anything without my permission.
Don't tell. What do I have to do? Get Kay on the phone again and straighten you out, or what?
She happens to be my personal friend, not yours.
Well, that remains to be seen as well. Also, I want to get your thoughts on one newcomer here to the World Wrestling Federation, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's a piece of work, isn't he? He's got you worried, hasn't he?
He's berserk.
He certainly is a wild individual.
All about, though.
Well, we're going to talk about that later on. Right now, let's go to Moondog Spot against Hacksaw.
I want to know how much footage you shot.
You'll find out.
This match is one fall with a 20-minute time limit. First, from parts unknown, weighing 281 pounds, Moondog Spot. And his opponent, from Glens Falls, New York, weighing 270 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, newcomer here to the World Wrestling Federation. Hello, everyone. Gorilla Monsoon here at ringside in the Boston Gardens with the Colonel, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, here due to a diminishing number of requests.
Real cute, real cute. 10,000 comedians out of work and you're trying to be one. I want to see what this Hacksaw can do, man. A lot of talk about Hacksaw. You know, he stomps his foot on the apron, he goes, oh, but that don't win matches, does it, Gorilla?
Well, no, it doesn't, but he's a tough dude, I understand. I haven't seen an awful lot of him, but I've heard some great things about the guy, and he's a no-nonsense guy. Of course, so is Spotty.
Unpredictable. Moondog Spot, baby.
Spot. The runt of the litter. Boy, he's all business. He's action personified.
Look at the fist. Where's the referee?
Referee's right there. Can't you see her, Rita?
You can't miss her. Look at her, man. She's overweight, out of shape, and out of date. Look, you know, women should not be allowed to referee matches. I'm telling you right now.
Only Danny Davis should.
That's right. He's one of the greatest referees of all time. You know it, and I know it, and the people know it.
Suspended for life plus 10.
Jealousy. Jealousy. That's Tony.
It's kind of a heavy sentence, isn't it? Life plus 10. Come on. Moondog Spot a little reluctant about tying up with Jim Duggan. Been waiting a long time to come here to the World Wrestling Federation because he knows that this is where the greatest professional wrestlers in the world today are. Got caught.
You're right, the greatest are here. Honky Tonk Man, Adorable Adrian Adonis, and of course, the World Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation, and Dangerous Danny Davis, the newest member of the Hart Foundation.
Well, that's a six-man that I'm really looking forward to as part of WrestleMania 3 on March 29th in the Silverdome, Pontiac. I want to see just what Danny Davis is going to do inside that squared circle. Are you going to just let him hide out there?
No, baby, we've got a big surprise, Daddy. See, you don't know Danny Davis's background, Gorilla.
No, I don't. Would you like to edify us?
No, I'm not going to.
Like to educate us a little bit?
Like I said, telephone, telegraph, and tell Gorilla Monsoon, because I know you'll run right to Tito Santana and the Bulldogs and let them know what our plan's going to be, baby.
It really doesn't matter, because after what you guys did to the British Bulldogs and what you've been trying to do to Tito Santana, the adrenaline is going to be flowing in their bodies before they even leave the locker room.
You know what? I know what you're trying to bring up, too. You're going to probably tell the whole world that the referee in Tito Santana's match when he lost the World Championship or the Intercontinental Championship was Danny Davis.
Yeah, right here in the Boston Garden.
What a coincidence, huh?
Was stolen from him.
Yeah, right.
For an object used.
Sure.
by the Macho Man, Randy Savage, still reigning. For how long remains to be seen, because that is another title match that's going down as part of WrestleMania. Oh, nice clothesline by Duggan.
Come on, get up, Moondog, come in.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat will have George the Animal Steel in his corner.
Is that what he has to have in the ring? He has to have George the Animal Steel in his corner to beat Savage?
He's not going to be in the ring. He's going to be in the corner. Only because he knows that by being there, he will be close to Elizabeth.
Yeah, right.
You know he's got a thing going for Elizabeth.
Of course he does, man. Let me tell you something. Thousands and thousands of people, maybe millions of people love Elizabeth. But the Macho Man's still going to be the Intercontinental Champion when that match is over with.
We shall see. Snapmare by Spotty goes to a reverse chin lock. He's done a lot of things in the last couple of minutes, and Duggan, it really doesn't seem to have too much effect.
Look at him. Look at what is he doing now? What did the referee do? Hacksaw just had Moondog's hair.
Well, she made a break it, didn't she? Danny Davis would have been kicking a piece of popcorn or something out of the corner.
You know what? You're jealous of Danny Davis. You're jealous of Jimmy Hart and the Hart Foundation.
I'll tell you, the Anvil looks tired to me.
Would you quit saying the Anvil looks tired? He's in the greatest shape of his life. Now, you're getting me upset right now. I'm going to tell Anvil when I get back in the dressing room, too, pal.
I told him. I saw him earlier on in the locker room. I told him he looked tired. Lucky for you guys that the title is not at stake as part of WrestleMania.
Hey, listen, we have open contracts, whether it might be six-man tag team matches with the Hitman, the Anvil, and, of course, Dangerous Danny Davis. I have open contracts for Danny Davis in single matches, and, of course, adorable Adrian Adonis. We still want to get Hulk Hogan for that World Championship.
Cue ball. Cue ball. Adrian.
Oh, cue ball.
I can't wait.
I'm going to tell Adrian. You're going to be sorry, Gorilla.
What's Adrian weighing now, Mount? 325?
No, he weighs about 245, and you know
get
it.
lost. 245?
Yes, he does.
What do you have, one leg on the scale when you weigh him?
Oh, Gorilla.
Jeez.
Boy, you're cruising for a bruising, man, I'm telling you.
You know, you're liable to get thrown right out of here, too, you know. I'm not above doing that.
Well, I guess you wouldn't. Look how tall you are. You're about 6'7", weigh 300 pounds, and I only weigh 159 pounds.
I wouldn't touch you.
Well, you better not.
Do it verbally. Cover. No, not quite. Duggan, I don't think he expected this kind of offense out of Moondog Spot.
See, Spot's unpredictable, man. Look at the fist. What the referee do? Nothing. Look at her standing there picking her nose.
This is a brawler. This is not a wrestler. This Jim Duggan. He's a sort of a Pier 6 brawl type individual.
What's the matter, Duncan?
It's Duggan. Duggan is the fellow.
You call him what you want to call him. I call him what I want to call him.
Spotty going to work, unloaded with a heavy artillery. Irish whip in. Watch out. Oh,
he used the point of the boot right there, man.
there goes the leg. That leg action signifying something. Scoops him up. Whoa. He's a powerful individual, I'll tell you that. Off the ropes. Flying knee right to the sternum area. Over for the cover. Referee there. 2 count. No, Spotty came out the back door. Boy, what an exciting individual Hacksaw Jim Duggan is. He's going to create some problems for some of the guys in your, shall I say, country atmosphere, if you want to call it that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you'll find out a little bit later in the program. We'll be back in just a moment with the very exciting conclusion as we take a look at, once again, at Hacksaw Jim Duggan. The guy. I could have used him up there. He helped me out in that wooded pine forest that you dragged me to for absolutely no reason whatsoever, other than to try to pull a fast one, perhaps. Snake.
I did not try to pull a fast one.
Let's go back to the Boston Gardens, take another look at Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I just don't trust you.
Don't go. Spotty looking for a little mercy here.
I think old Hacksaw's been off a little too much tonight, don't you, Gorilla?
I don't get that feeling.
Get it off the rope. Get it off the rope. 1, 2.
Get off my back!
I guess he told her I did like that.
Somebody needed to tell Danny Davis that quite a few times. Oh, leapfrog by Duggan over the top. Whoa! Nice football tackle. Sent Spotty right into the middle of next week somewhere. Look at this. There's the football shot right there. Oh, what a clothesline. Good night. Get the hot shower ready.
Quick count with the referee right there.
Jim Duggan Duggan out of Glens Falls, New York. Put the flying tackle and then the clothesline on the Spotty. He's a powerhouse.
The winner of this match, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I'm sure, Bob, that we're going to be seeing a lot more of this youngster here in the World Wrestling Federation. Let's go back and take a look at that power move that he did right here. Look at that three-point stance. Obviously, the former footballer. Look at that clothesline. Oh, excuse me, decapitation time right there. That's what some of your guys got to look forward to.
The Hitman does the greatest clothesline of all, baby.
Duggan out of Glens Falls on to victory here in Beantown. We'll be back. Oh, is he exciting? What do you think that's significant of, that stomping of the foot like that? Does that mean he's going to drive everybody into the ground? I hope.
Probably shoes don't fit him. He's got a nail in his shoe. Or, well, I don't know. He just glued the sole on. How do I know?
I had a couple of cards for you. I failed to bring them. I left them in my attaché case. One was a invitation to Hulk Hogan's celebration party after WrestleMania, and the other one was a sympathy card that I got for you.
Well, there won't be no celebration party, and you can take that sympathy card and you can send it to somebody who needs it.
Well,
I won't need it.
Take a look at this piece of work right here.
That's right.
About an 80-inch girth that needs to use this particular belt. I don't know why they even let this thing out into the market, so to speak, because it doesn't really belong to anybody. You have to earn it.
That's right. It's not mine.
Why did they give it? Why did
one
they
of the
give it to you?
officials from the World Wrestling Federation has brought it here upon my request. I wanted to show the people what the World Championship belt will look like. A belt built for a man, a giant of a man, not just a one like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I understand that, but it belongs with the World Wrestling Federation. It doesn't belong here.
Well, that's why
you.
one of the...
Well, we're just 13 days away from an opportunity, a golden opportunity for this piece of work sitting next to me to really make a name for himself in the entire world, perhaps. And then again, we're 13 days away from you making a complete fool out of yourself and a lot of the guys in your stable as well. Family.
First of all, I'll never make a fool out of myself.
No, you will later on in the program when I show the footage of the woods.
No, I won't.
Okay.
But in 13 days, I'll become manager of the heavyweight champion, or I won't. I will not make a fool out of myself. I've put together probably the biggest match in the history of the sport.
No question.
And I'm going to walk out of there managing the world champion with this thing wrapped around the waist of Andre the Giant.
Well, that still remains to be seen. There are plenty of exciting things coming down very shortly in the Silverdome,
And
Pontiac,
you may not
Michigan.
get to show that
To
footage.
bring us up to date on everything, let's go to Mean Gene.
All right, welcome again to the WrestleMania Report. The hottest ticket in town, tickets to WrestleMania 3. We're anticipating the biggest crowd in history, indoors. More information, by the way, on tickets, closed circuit, and pay-per-view later in this report. The stars are going to be out for WrestleMania 3. Aretha Franklin will get it all started with America the Beautiful. Alice Cooper will be in Jake the Snake's corner for that big battle against the Honky Tonk Man. Bob Uecker is the guest ring announcer, and just the other day, Jimmy Hart had an opportunity to sit down and visit with Mr. Baseball.
Hey, Bob Uecker, Mr. Baseball here with Jimmy the Mouth of the South Hart. Tell me something about this hair match. What do you do, match hair with jackets and stuff? What do you do?
Of course not, man. Hey, this is Roddy Piper. This is his last match, retirement match. And dig the stipulation. The loser of the match shaves his head. Roddy Piper, he's going to Hollywood. And you're going to be bald-headed, man. That's it. They get in the middle of the ring and they shave your head when you lose. He's going to lose.
With who? Adrian Adonis?
That's right. Adrian's going to win the match, baby. Piper, you're finished. You are through. You're going to be bald-headed, Mr. Hollywood.
All right, Bob Uecker, I hope you get your front row seat. Mary Hart from Entertainment Tonight will be our celebrity timekeeper for WrestleMania 3. And Mary had the opportunity to meet up recently with Bobby the Brain Heenan and Andre the Giant. Let's join them and get their comments.
Well, it won't be long till WrestleMania 3.
No, I'm excited.
Tell me how much you think you know about professional wrestling.
Bobby, I have learned so much in the last few weeks. I mean, I know all about the suplex. I did that study. I know about the clothesline. It's wicked. I also know that you're really a weasel at heart, Bobby. One thing I do want to know, Andre, you don't say too much, but could you please tell me, if you're such a great wrestler, why do you need a manager? Hulk doesn't have a manager.
You talk too much.
Mary Hart, Way too much.
I do know a lot, though.
All right, Mary Hart, lovely, lovely gal. Official timekeeper for WrestleMania 3. Okay, here it is. This is your official lineup for the big card. 12 great matches at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan on Sunday afternoon, March the 29th. The Can-Am Connection. Rick Martel and Tom Zink to meet veterans Don Morocco and Cowboy Bob Orton. The Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair and Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, square off against former tag team champions Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. There's more. King Kong Bundy teams up with midgets Lord Littlebrook and Little Tokyo to go against Hillbilly Jim and his midget partners Little Beaver and the Haiti Kid. The Natural Butch Reed with his manager Slick, the Doctor of Style. Butch Reed to meet Coco Beware, the Birdman, Mr. Electricity. Hercules, managed by Bobby Heenan, goes against Billy Jack Haynes. Haynes, the master of the full Nelson, had comments regarding this matchup.
WrestleMania 3, Hercules. We are going to see who the master of the full Nelson is. No more ifs, no more ands, no more buts. I'm in the best shape of my professional wrestling career, 5 years. 6 days a week, 2 hours a day, running stairs, wrist curls. This full Nelson is ready, Hercules. You signed a dotted line, punk. There's no more running. WrestleMania 3 will decide who is the master of the full Nelson, baby.
The King of Wrestling, Harley Race, also managed by Bobby Heenan, to meet the Junkyard Dog. By the way, the loser of this match will have to kneel and bow to the victor. How humiliating. The Rougeaus, Jacques and Raymond, to meet Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake. In their corner, of course, Dino Bravo and the Dream Team's manager, Luscious Johnny V. Right now, let's get comments from the Dream Team and Dino Bravo.
Boy, what a stroke of luck for the Dream Team. Now, finally, we're going to get a fair shake and a fair share of WrestleMania 3 because we got the man right here, the man of the hour, the Canadian champion. I'm talking about Dino Bravo in our corner, the Dream Team's corner.
Beefcake, Greg, let me tell you something. I want to be there. I want to show they don't pull any tricks on you, and I want to be there when you beat those guys in WrestleMania 3.
All right, Jake the Snake Roberts with rock star Alice Cooper in his corner to meet the Honky Tonk Man. In his final appearance in the World Wrestling Federation, Roddy Piper to meet Adrian Adonis. The loser in this one will have his head shaven. Wow. Macho Man Randy Savage, Intercontinental Champion, with the lovely Elizabeth in his corner to meet challenger Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with George the Animal Steel in his corner. The British Bulldogs, along with Tito Santana, face the Hart Foundation, and in his first appearance as a wrestler, Danny Davis. Recently, we got comments from the Harts and Mr. Davis.
You know, Jimmy, Hitman, and the newest member of the foundation, Danny Davis, I can understand the Bulldogs being a little upset. But what's with the Burrito brother, Santana? What's his problem?
What's his beef, Jimmy? He wants to make a beef with the foundation? Wrong beef to make, pal. Wrong beef.
That's right, the foundation, the greatest team in professional wrestling, the Hitman, the Anvil, and Danny Davis.
And in the biggest main event of all time, challenger Andre the Giant faces the heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan. In Andre's corner, his new manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Well, the Hart Foundation, they looked rather jovial, didn't they?
Well, they're the world's tag team champions.
Yeah, and also the title's not on the line. That's why they're happy.
So
not
what?
Not a title match.
No, it isn't a
man.
title
No.
match. 6-man.
Let me ask you this, Brain.
Sure, shoot.
I probably won't get a straight answer from you, any way, shape, or form. I know that. You invited all these people, all these so-called friends of yours from all. I hope you got tickets for these people. The tickets are about kaput, you know, for Silverdome. Forget about it.
Well, I know that. I mean, no, when I said these people were coming,
yes.
I didn't mean I was popping for anything.
I told everybody, and you told me you were picking up the tab for everything.
I'm not digging into my pocket. I said there's a group coming from Springville,
You're the one that says you're going to be
There's a group
managing
from
the
Italy.
next world's heavyweight champion. You can't afford to go the shot for a few guests? Give me a break.
Yes, these are just intimate, not even intimate friends. They're just a bunch of, well, they're freeloaders is what they really are. That's what it boils down to. They can afford a ticket. They got cards. They know where to buy a car. They can drive down here and have to sponge off me.
You believe this guy? Plenty of action
You
still
think
to
I
come
am?
here. We'll be back with the Killer Bees.
Paul Getty.
There are 3 top teams in contention for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship belts. You have any clue, Brain, who they are?
Yes, I know who they are.
Who are they?
The Rougeaus, the Bees, Volkov and Sheik, probably.
Yeah. Can-Am.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I remember those.
Right now, we're going to take a look at the Killer Bees, talking about Jumpin' Jim Brunzell and B. Brian Blair. Let's go to
My
ringside.
attorneys advised me for you not to show that film.
This is a tag team contest scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing to my right, at a total combined weight of 553 pounds, from Korea, Tiger Chung Lee. And the man who claims to be Canada's greatest athlete, from Hamilton, Ontario, Iron Mike Sharp. Their opponents, at a total combined weight of 464 pounds, B. Brian Blair, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, the Killer Bees.
Killer Bees getting quite an ovation, a very popular tag team combination here.
You know, I noticed, look at these new tights the Killer Bees got. I mean, it looks like Baryshnikov in stripes.
Who in stripes?
Baryshnikov. I mean, it looks like they're wearing ballet tights. And look at them boots they're wearing.
A little different. Iron Mike showing his physical superiority at the moment. I wonder if the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, and the Slickster are looking on. They were with us earlier on. We asked them whether or not they were looking forward to the matchup with the Killer Bees in WrestleMania. Here was their response.
Yeah, you know, here it is right here. The bad Russian and the bad Iranian. The Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov, the masters of mayhem. And in WrestleMania 3, they gonna make honey out the Killer Bees.
Did Slick say Sheik and Volkov were gonna make honey out of the bees?
Honey out of the bees.
I think the Slickster could be in for a rude awakening. Nice takedown on the part of Jumping Jim Brunzell.
Well, in that matchup, you know, it's going to be a classic, speed versus power. Very simple. The Bees have the speed, Volkov and Sheik have the power. And then, of course, they have the Slickster, too.
Tag made in now. Jumping Jim Brunzell in control. What a slam. Sharp tagging in Tiger Chung Lee, a real rough tag team combination here, and Tiger Chung Lee and Iron Mike Sharp.
But if you notice, Brunzell used his speed there to get Tiger off his feet.
Arm bar. Tiger Chung Lee back to his feet. Corner block, nicely done. Brunzell off the ropes. No, Tiger Chung Lee with a body slam. Ooh, with a kick out by Brunzell. And a scoop, a slam, yes! And an arm drag takedown. I wonder whether or not Euchre is going to be prepared. Mr. Baseball, Bob Euchre, you think he's really going to be prepared for the first time in his life to really sit in the front row?
I'm not sure. I don't know if he'll be able to handle that. He's truly going to be in the front row.
I mean, all that sweat flying, all those bodies crashing together.
He may prefer to do the ring announcing from the rafters. He may feel more comfortable up there. You know, those $2 seats.
Well, there are going to be 90,000 fans. Largest crowd in the history of any event.
You know,
sport or entertainment. What,
why do they call Bob Euchre Mr. Baseball?
Well, I guess because of his accomplishments in baseball.
What, a 167 lifetime batting average? Bruno could hit that well, and he never even played it in Italy.
I wouldn't make light of the accomplishments of one Bob Euchre.
He played for the world champion St. Louis Cardinals. He couldn't have been too bad.
When, back in the Depression?
Wait a minute, Jesse. With the somewhat lackluster career that you've had in professional wrestling, I don't think I'd be throwing any stones if I were you.
Lackluster?
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't concur with that.
I'll tell you what, McMahon, lackluster, huh?
Tag is made, Jumping Jim. Oh, come on, referee!
You know, they're already laying the cement for my star on Hollywood Boulevard, you know.
They're fitting you for cement shoes?
No. They're putting my star in the Walk of Fame out there.
When is this to occur, Jesse?
I'm going to be right. I believe I'm in between Liberace and somebody else.
You know, you just would be in between Liberace and someone else. However, I wonder if Roddy Piper's shoes are going to... Oh, look at that!
Whoa! Decked his partner. Jumping Jim got out of the way.
Here comes B. Brian Blair.
Who's the legal man in there?
I think it's Blair and Sharp. Sharp missing. Oh, what a look at that maneuver. That's stinging him.
No, I believe Tiger Chung Lee might be legal.
You're right. Lee missing with a roundhouse right. Ooh. Legal tag made there. Tiger Chung Lee. Look at that drop kick.
Bam. And he got up there even with them funny-looking boots.
3 count and it's over.
Here are your winners, the Killer Bees.
The Killer Bees victorious, and we'll take you now to here now. Mike Sharp, a little dissension among the ranks.
Boom, look at this. He catches Chuck Lee. Boy, did he catch it too. A nice shot. And now look at this. Here comes Shine. Look at this drop kick. Smack in the face. Devastating.
Boy, those guys are a real threat to the Hart Foundation. These guys are really showing me a lot. They've come a long way.
So what?
So you don't have anybody in contention.
Are you kidding?
World's Tag Team Championship.
I could put together 5 or 6 different combinations.
Like what? Mr. Wonderful and the King?
That's one.
Understand, they're having a few problems, that they're not getting along too well together.
Everybody's getting along fine. You brought up another thing that Bundy's a little upset because I'm managing Andre. You made mention that Hercules, and everybody seems to be getting upset because of Andre's.
Well, that's where you're devoting all your time.
That's the main event in WrestleMania. I have to devote my time to that.
Well,
naturally.
Don't you think these other guys feel a little left out?
No, I don't think so at all. What do you think? I just use people?
Right now, let's go to a special interview with a honky-tonk man.
It's starting to cause trouble.
All right, Gorilla Monsoon, the host of Primetime Wrestling. We're going to get back to you and your sidekick, Bobby Heenan, here in just a moment or two. Honky Tonk Man, after what you did to Jake the Snake Roberts in the Snake Pit, you should be ashamed of yourself. What provoked that attack?
What provoked it? Making fun of the Honky Tonk Man. That's what provokes it. When you make fun of something that my mama gave me a long time ago. She gave me my vocal cords that I could sing by. My mama gave me the guitar that I was playing on that Snake Pit. My mama gave me these clothes right here that I'm wearing. She gave me my natural jet black hair that I don't put grease on like Jesse the Body Ventura started a long time ago, grease ball mess. My mama gave me all these things, and my mama told me to get the best manager I could find to take care of my affairs. And I found it in Colonel Jimmy Hart. And what provoked that was Jake the Snake Roberts trying to put a snake on a Honky Tonk Man, trying to put something on me that I'm afraid of, that the Honky Tonk Man is scared of. I'm scared of the snake.
You know, I don't know if this was over the snake or if it was over Frida Lou or what it was over with, but still, to hit a man over the head with a guitar, I can't believe that, Honky.
That's Peggy Sue, and you shouldn't be talking about her. You know, she's getting tired of it. She told a Honky Tonk Man long-distance information the other night. She said, Honky Tonk Man, you letting Gene Okerlund say things about me. I'm going to get a hold of him. She said she's going to stuff her bobby socks down your throat.
She said that?
That's what she said. And she said after WrestleMania, when the Honky Tonk Man has beat Jake the Snake right in the middle of the ring, and he's destroyed him for the last time. You know, I thought I knocked some sense in him with that guitar, but apparently I didn't. She's going to get beside me in my 59 pink Cadillac. We're going to get on the expressway, and we're going to party all night long. You wish you could go, but you're not going to be able to.
I thank you very much, and my apologies to Betty Lou.
Peggy Sue.
Fans, stay tuned. There's more Primetime Wrestling coming up.
A lot of men currently making waves here in the World Wrestling Federation, and of course, someone that fits that description, the outlaw, Ron Bass.
He's got this film.
Yeah. We're in the middle of our program here.
Excuse me. I am talking to Kay Kopowitz. You mind?
No, I don't mind at all.
Yes.
Thinks
Okay,
he could get
fine. You tell him then. It's for you.
Okay. Yes? Yes, Kay. Fine. Gotcha. Thank you.
Can't use the film, huh?
She said, I'm the host and I can use anything I like. Let's go right now.
That wasn't her, then it
to
was...
the Boston Garden.
Hello?
Take a look at Outlaw Ron Bass against SD.
She wouldn't have said that. That was somebody else.
Closed circuit, 90, 100,000 people. They're going to see what I look like strapping around the belt of the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, if it's like some of the other stuff you've been wearing, it won't be all that impressive.
It's impressive.
SD got clobbered only moments ago. There's a flying elbow.
The outlaw elbows, I like
The
that.
outlaw elbow. Referee Rita Marie almost got clobbered as well there just a moment ago.
Who is that?
Rita Marie. Elbow right to the back of the neck.
She's been refereeing a lot lately. Everybody says she really stays on your case pretty good in there.
Yeah. Certainly does a better job than Danny Davis, I'll tell you that.
No comment.
No comment, that's right. SD came right down and landed right on his feet, luckily for him. Looks like he caught one right in the kisser there, maybe bleeding a little bit from the mouth and nose. Not hard to understand why. Rammed him right into the turnbuckle.
Good one.
Right chokehold right in front of the referee. He said, get out of my hair.
Get up, SD.
Screaming. Rita screaming. She just better count.
Watch it, Mr. Bass.
He's going to get disqualified here if he's not careful.
Well, you know, from Texas, the last thing you want is some woman to be yelling in your face and pushing you around. She don't even belong there to begin with.
Well, that's not the job of the referee to holler and scream. The job of the referee is to just count. And there are rules that cover every situation. And if you know how to handle yourself, you don't need to holler and scream.
That's right.
You'll be hollering and screaming.
She's just some loud mouth in there trying to do a job that she don't know how to do.
Come March 29th, you'll be hollering and screaming as well, Brad.
Boy, won't I? Singing the praises of the next heavyweight champion of the world, the king of professional wrestling, the strongest man in professional wrestling, Hercules, and Bundy. That's it.
Understand that Hercules is going to have a neck problem when that match is over.
I don't think so. I believe Billy Jack's the one that's going to have a neck problem.
That remains to be seen. Another one of the big matches, part of WrestleMania 3. SD Jones trying to fight back here. Get something going for himself. Plants a left hand right between the eyes of the Outlaw and one right on the jaw. A little bit slow on the retaliation there. Run into a nice knee lift. Plenty of action as always right here in Beantown. Boy, this arena has certainly seen some history over the years.
Well, when you look up and you see the flags hanging from the Celtics and from the Boston Bruins, and eventually probably right in the middle of this place, you're going to see the flag hanging from Andre the Giant as a heavyweight champion of the world in recognition of the great attendance he has drawn here. With my name on it also.
Oh, sure, yeah. Will it say host?
Yes. Host, manager.
Abdominal stretch by the Outlaw. Doesn't have that leg wrapped around and hooked there. You're not going to get SD to submit with that kind of a move unless you apply the hold correctly. Well, there's one hold I know for sure Hulk Hogan won't be able to put on Andre the Giant.
There's a lot of holes he won't be able to put on Andre the Giant. See, Hogan is not, believe me, Monsoon, he is not mentally ready to get in the ring with Andre the Giant, and he will never be. His best friend, he thought. His whole life has been shattered. This man is running on fumes. He's not ready to defend the title, and he never will be. That's where I took advantage. That's what I prey on. That's why he's going to be defeated.
Well, I have a lot of faith in the Hulkster, what he can do when the chips are down. I've never really seen Andre the Giant put in that position, having to battle literally for your life. I've never seen Andre in that position.
Well, you're not going to either.
How don't you get me?
And I realize it's not going to be a cakewalk.
SD unloaded now. Stop Bass cold in his tracks. Bass looking for a little place to hide there. There's nowhere to hide out there. Great Joe Louis said it all. You can run, but you can't hide. Oh, SD, shoulder first, right into the corner.
Joe Louis said that?
Yeah, Joe Louis.
Good, I can put that on the epitaph for Hulk Hogan. You can defend your belt against Andre, but there's no place to hide. I like the sound of that.
You won't be looking for a place to hide. The entire world is waiting for March 29th with tremendous anticipation. What a prestigious event.
You realize the impact this is going to have on professional wrestling? Never before will there be a crowd that large. Never before will there be a whole wrestling card with every match that significant. It's history, Monson.
I know that.
And I've created it.
And you imagine, I was talking just moments ago in the locker room area with the K&M connection, and they were telling me how full of joy they are to be a part of this prestigious event. Two youngsters with tremendous ability.
Oh, they have a lot of ability, and they're good-looking kids, and they're flashy, and they should be glad to be any place on a weekend.
What do you mean any place? Give me a break, Bray. SD really jammed that shoulder when he ran it into the steel post, having trouble just firing off with the left hand. So he's nailing some rights in there. There comes a roundhouse. That hurt him a little bit when he delivered that blow. Bass looking for a little timeout here. There is no timeout. Headbutt, nailed him with it. SD down for the cover.
Wasn't a good cover, though.
No, very lackadaisical.
I think SD's out of gas. He's looking for the shell answer man.
Another headbutt by Jones. Irish whip coming up. Nope, reversal. Outlaw dropped down quickly in front. Look out, there's that flying elbow. Run the hot water.
The outlaw elbow. Nobody does it like that, man.
Yeah, Blackjack Mulligan does it better.
No way. Cheap imitation. The winner of this match, Outlaw Ron Bass.
Outlaw Ron Bass putting away Special Delivery Jones. Here's how it went down. Just when Jones thought he had things going his way, went for this. Got turned around. Look at Bass, how quickly he dropped down. Wow. Imagine the impact. Full speed ahead, SD was coming. Rita Marie right there with a 3 count. Can't wait for the contract to be signed between this outlaw and Blackjack. We'll be back. Blackjack Mulligan and he would definitely make a good matchup.
That wasn't Kay you were talking to, by the way. I got back.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was the cleaning lady in the office building.
You know, you're very confident about the upcoming event in the Silverdome. I'm sure that you have made some extremely heavy wagers. I know you, and I know you're...
I've made plans.
I'm sure you've made some bets, too.
I don't bet.
Yeah, you do bet.
I do not bet.
Well, I was right there in your presence when you made a bet one time, and you better not renege on it either if you should lose.
Who'd I bet?
You bet Joe Tecci.
Oh, that hash slinger from Boston. Yeah.
You renege on that one, you'll end up in the Charles River.
Okay, it was a $50 bet. Big deal.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
It wasn't. It was dinner for everybody, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it wasn't me then.
Yeah, it was you, Brain.
No.
Yeah. You're going to be sorry. You're going to be sorry. You're going to be paying tons of money out, guaranteed. Coming up, heavy tag team action featuring the magnificent Morocco, along with that
Wait a minute.
henchman,
Now,
Bob
when I made Tecci that vote, it was a bet. It was
Undoubtedly, one of the most experienced and greatest teams that I know of that's going to be part of WrestleMania 3 has to be Morocco and Orton.
They're a good team. They're a very good team.
You've got a great technician, in-ring technician in the ace and the henchman. He can do anything in there. Anything you want to do, he can do it.
Morocco's a veteran. Doesn't care
Morocco,
about the
former
rules.
Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, looking for a belt.
Mr. Fuji.
They're looking for a belt.
Well, they won't be looking at this one because this one's going to belong to Andre the Giant.
Well, I understand the $40-something thousand that this belt cost has to be assumed by whoever doesn't win. Let's go to the ring.
What do you mean?
One fall with a 30-minute time limit. First, I'd like to introduce the manager, Mr. Fuji. And he represents from Kansas City, weighing 248 pounds, Cowboy Bob Orton. And his partner from Sunset Beach, Hawaii, weighing 275 pounds, the magnificent Morocco. Their opponents from New Haven, Connecticut, weighing 250 pounds, Jerry Allen. And his partner from Tampa, Florida, weighing 280 pounds, the Golden Boy, Dan Spivey.
Teaming up with Jerry Allen in tough competition in the form of the magnificent one, Don Morocco, and the former henchman, Ace Cowboy Bob Orton.
What a technician, huh?
He certainly is, no question about that. Has excellence of execution. He'll need it too come March 29th in the Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan, as these two will face the Can-Am Connection.
I think they're going to show everybody exactly what the Can-Am Connection is worth. How their beautiful faces are going to be mussed up, because you got Ace and the magnificent one that are going to do a complete number on those two punks.
Do you actually think that Rick Martel and Tom Zink are worried about that, about their faces being
Oh,
mussed?
yes.
Please. Oh, listen to that.
Carte blanche, help yourself.
Morocco just leaned down to the brain and said, do you want me to beat this guy with a pile driver, or do you want Orton to put him away with a superplex? Give me a break, Brain. I'm sure you're not worried about, you got enough things to worry about without worried about Morocco and Orton.
You know what I'm worried about is how many times I'm going to book Andre the Giant as the world's champion every month, how much ability I'm going to have and leisure time to spend money. Just, it's going to be great.
You know, it's nice to make plans. Everyone should be planning ahead for the future. Here comes the devious one, Mr. Fuji. Welcome to the Boston Garden.
Thank you very, very much.
Let me put the question to you right off the bat, Mr. Fuji.
Yes, sir.
What chance does the magnificent one and Ace Cowboy Bob Orton have in WrestleMania against the Can-Am Connection?
You look how big magnificent Morocco is. You look how devastating Orton. I have mind trained to be vicious. Connection be very big trouble. Very big trouble.
Well, let me ask you this, Bud. Have you trained? Obviously, you're not training either one of these guys for speed, and that's what the Can-Am Connection has.
Don't worry, speed, strength, and brains. Are sick.
Well, right now, Orton doesn't seem to be faring too well inside the ring, Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, he just used a new method. He pick up very quick. Don't be worried.
Thank you very much.
No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Mr. Fuji, may I congratulate you, and I wish the most success for you and your team with the Can-Ams.
Thank you very, very much.
No more arigato.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Throw in a little Japanese, too. Yeah. And a bowl of rice. Give me a break. Tag made as the magnificent one steps in. Spivey just unloaded on him. Nice arm drag, takes the big guy over. Morocco seems to have a thigh injury, Brain.
Oh, he's probably got a little hamstring pull there, or a groin pull.
In his case, it'd be a big hamstring pull.
Yeah, about the size of an elevator cable.
What kind of...
Watch this, though. Ha-ha.
Took him right over with it, hung on very nicely. What kind of training techniques, could you divulge this information right now as to what training techniques Andre the Giant is going through?
Andre the Giant, you see, first of all, in the Pontiac Silverdome, that stadium is known for noise. Most quarterbacks can't even call their signals there. It's indoors.
This won't be a football game.
I know it won't, but you want an answer or
not?
not?
Yes, I do. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, what I'm trying to get across to you, which is very, very hard, is the point that Andre the Giant is training not only for endurance. I have him, never mind where I have him, but he's training with altitude for the...
High crossbody, almost got him. Nice move by Allen.
He's training for endurance. You see, if you go out there and try to put a Hulk Hogan away real quick, it's not going to happen. Because we figure Hogan's going to run. So we're going to spend some time on it.
Highly unlikely that Hulk Hogan will do a great deal of running, if any.
Well, he's going to be doing a lot of backpedaling.
Let me ask you this. In my opinion, Brain, I think that the longer the match goes, the worse it's going to be for Andre. He's the one that's going to run out of gas out there, not the Hulkster.
No, I don't believe that because he paces himself. He's not as quick as Hulkster. The Hulkster's going to be moving all the time quick. He's going to run out of gas.
Beautiful arm drags by Danny Spivey as Orton kept charging in and he kept unloading on him. I understand you have a big celebration party planned.
Oh, do I ever.
Well,
you're the #1 guest on the list.
Well, I may have an invitation for you as well.
I'll be busy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that remains to be seen. Nice block by Allen. Unloads with the right hand downstairs. And it's the Ace that got clobbered. They're going to work now on that left arm and shoulder. Oh, took a little bit too long. Couldn't make up his mind. A little sign of inexperience there.
Sign of being a punk.
No, that's not. Oh, nice suplex.
Oh, I love it.
A beauty, well executed by the former henchman. Not a whole lot of love here by the Boston fans for Ace Cowboy Bob Orton.
The Boston Garden fans love nothing.
Love nothing?
No, they don't like they like the Red Sox if they're winning. That's all. They like the Bruins if they're winning. They like the Celtics if they're winning. They lose one game, these fans here turn on their own people.
No, that's not exactly true. I've been coming up here a long time. That's not the fact indeed. Boston fans are tough. No question about that, but they either love you or they hate you. And you fall into the latter category.
Well, they love me. But then again, if they were to hate me, I wouldn't care.
Front face lock by the magnificent Don Morocco. His leg doesn't seem to be bothering him very much. Look at this, perched up on a corner. You can't see it. It's out of frame of our view here.
Now, this might be your sleeper team in professional wrestling named Morocco and Orton. Everybody's talking about the Can-Ams, the Heart Connection Foundation. They're talking about the Bulldogs. They're talking about the Bees. This might be the next tag team champions of the world.
How about the Rougeau? You forgot the Rougeau.
Yes, I do, occasionally.
Side headlock, look out. Got rid of him, duck underneath. Nice move. Whoa, excuse me. Like running into a building. Tag made.
I think the Ace is going to do it here.
Orton sends him in for the ride. Nice.
Oh! Can he wrestle or not?
Oh, he can wrestle. I never questioned that. I never said he couldn't. I always commended him on his wrestling ability. Of course, he does some devious things as well. I'm sure he learned from Mr. Fuji. Front face lock now by Ace. Trying to wear down the youngster a little bit. Nice shot right over the shoulder of Mr. Fuji.
Now, let's say Andre the Giant hooked Hogan in this front face lock and wore him down. I don't think Hogan could ever have the stamina to come back with over 500 pounds laying on you.
You see, stamina is one thing, Brain, but when you have adrenaline flowing through your body like it will be flowing through the body of the Hulkster on March 29th, that's going to make a big difference. How are you going to get any adrenaline flowing through Andre's body?
Simple. Having me in the corner.
Yeah.
Having the championship of the world right there at his grasp.
Oh, look at that, right onto the knees. Allen brought him up just at the last split second, but the tag made. You talked about the noise being a factor in the Silverdome. Maybe Andre won't be able to hear you.
Well, that is one of my main concerns.
Look at this, both men in now, and Spivey going to work on both of them. Double knocker, yes. Magnificent One's down and Ace is out. Scoop slam by the big guy, wow. Over for the cover, referee right there, 2 count only. Morocco, former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion,
This Spivey has improved.
Boy, he certainly has.
Not much, but he's improved.
How can you not improve here in the World Wrestling Federation where you have the greatest
That's right.
professional athletes in the world?
But some people just are dumb. See, Spivey got caught now. He got trapped.
Well, he's trapped in the corner, but he's fighting his way out of there. He got out. Sometimes you need that experience to know exactly where you are inside that squared circle at all times.
You got just like an outfielder. He knows how far it is to the wall. That's why they had that warning track.
You can bet with your last dollar that the K&M Connection will be running the particular tape of that match over and over and over and over again, looking for some flaws, as I have found some flaws in some.
Why don't you tell me then?
We'll be back with
You
a
want to
very
know
exciting
everything I know.
conclusion
I
to
want
this
to know some things
matchup
you
in
know.
just a moment.
Can't tell me.
What hotel are you staying at for the Pontiac, for the Silverado?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, I understand. I heard that Miss Betty can't make it. She's tied up at the ranch or something.
You mean tied up at the ranch?
I don't know. Let's go
She's
back
got
to
front row
ringside for the
tickets. I got them for her.
I can't help that. Nice knee lift by Morocco. Look out. Spivey in a bad part of town once again.
Morocco and Orton just have too much experience. They probably have more experience than any team today in wrestling.
I might have to tend to agree with you on that.
Of course.
Orton now methodically going to work on the big 6'8" of Danny Spivey.
Orton's the kind of a guy, instead of making one great move, I think he'd rather make one great impressive move where he hurts somebody.
Nice block there. And Spivey retaliated with those big roundhouse lefts. This place coming unglued.
Now, is that a team?
There was no tag.
Now, that's teamwork. That's teamwork, Monsoon.
Action, fast and furious here in B-Town.
You know what I love about Boston? It has an airport. You can get out.
Shoulder block by the Golden Boy. Oh, look at that. Fuji from the outside.
What?
Fuji just hooked the leg of the big guy from the outside. Come on, Rep. That's an automatic disqualification in my book. Tag was made as Allen stepped in. Beautiful drop kick by the youngster. Couldn't knock the big guy down, though.
Not a whole lot behind it.
Referee's losing control of this matchup in a hurry. Morocco just suckering, just waiting. Look at this. Flying elbow.
You got him down.
Not going to be able to hold Morocco down, I'm sure.
No way.
Spivey's hurt. Look at that. Went for a high cross body.
Look at that power.
Morocco just hung him up in midair and clothesline him right on the top rope. That's another disqualification if the referee sees fit.
I think he lost his balance. It was an accident.
Yeah, you would. Double slingshot in. Fuji very pleased with what's happening right now. So is the Magnificent One.
Oh, this is dedicated to me, Monsoon.
Or perhaps we'll see the superplex here. Perched
It's
up
my
there.
life. It's for me. My gift.
Oh, he nailed him with it. Nobody's got up from that one yet. It's over. Very few guys are going to get up from that superplex. You can name them on one hand and have a whole lot of fingers left over.
Goodbye, Mr. Spivey.
They're going to continue. Come on, ref, do something. Oh, look at that. Fuji jamming the cane into the chest of Allen. No call for that, Brain.
Well, can he get disqualified?
The match is over now.
I'm sorry.
He should have been disqualified earlier on when he pulled the leg. Spivey just starting to come back off the floor here. And it's Spivey unloading now. And Fuji got nailed.
Get out of there.
Spivey with a cane. He's going to clear house here in a hurry. Fuji got exactly what he deserved, only not enough of it.
Oh, I can't be responsible for Fuji.
Yeah, you don't even want to be responsible for yourself.
The winners of the match, the magnificent Morocco and Cowboy Bob Orton.
Let's go back and take a look at the beginning to the end here as the ace puts up Jerry Allen in that
This is dedicated
position.
to me, you know.
Yeah, I understand that. Allen tried to get out of there. He was fighting it, but look at the jackhammer action of those punches, and there it is, the superplex. Not quite the height I'm used to seeing Orton deliver that move with, but still enough to put young Allen away.
I think Allen still has some fight left in him.
Well, I'm sure he did.
He doesn't now.
Well, plenty of action still to come here from Beantown. We'll be back.
Don't give
Well,
me that.
the K&M connection will
care about
certainly
you.
have their hands full in the Silverdome, Pontiac,
You're going to
Michigan.
be there.
But
I told
I'm
you.
looking for an upset.
I bought the ticket. I went through all that trouble to get you.
We're on the air here.
You're on the air here.
Who's that?
This is Miss Betty.
Oh.
I don't want no nonsense.
She's,
out of you.
are you done?
No, I'm not done.
How do you pay her? Is she on a salary or something?
I beg your pardon? That's my business.
I
she's on a
understood
salary.
that she's on a
Just a minute.
lifetime retainer.
She's my personal private secretary. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind at all. No, I don't mind.
And she will be at WrestleMania. This ranch garbage you came up with is a bunch of garbage.
Well,
She's going to be there greeting people from upstate New York, from Italy, from
Please.
Rome, from France.
Whether she's there or not, I'm sure we'll have no direct result of the outcome of the matches.
Yes.
So it's neither
No,
here nor
no.
there. Besides,
Don't
it'll be
bring
one
him.
less expense for you to have to
No,
incur
no.
during WrestleMania.
Goodbye.
Plenty more action still to come here this week. Got some
I may
tremendous.
have to replace her.
Don't forget, the Woods is coming up later.
Hey, what?
Got a new member for you for your family.
Oh, who?
Here's a guy that really needs someone to take him under their wing. Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger?
Jimmy Jack Funk.
Hey, I haven't got time to. That guy doesn't need a manager. He needs a keeper.
Well, he certainly does need a lot of help in my book. I'll tell you that. As a guy that definitely does not have
Tough man.
He is a tough guy, but if you don't have any direction for it,
No.
he'll find out when he meets up with Pedro Morales.
That's what he needs, some
in the
direction.
Boston
You'd be a
Garden.
good
Let's go to
manager for him.
ringside.
This match is one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Amarillo, Texas, weighing 249 pounds, Jimmy Jack Funk. And his opponent from Culebra, Puerto Rico, weighing 246 pounds, Pedro Morales.
Oh, what a tremendous ovation for Pedro Morales here in the Boston Garden. Gorilla Monsoon here at ringside with the Colonel, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. What brings you to these premises, Jimmy?
What? Being with you, Gorilla.
Oh, please.
Tell the people how long you've begged me to be on your program.
Oh.
Now, come on, huh?
You remember it was not too very long ago that I threw you off primetime wrestling. Do you remember that?
All right, but I didn't bring my megaphone tonight.
okay.
Okay.
Boy, you certainly got your work cut out for you in WrestleMania 3, Jimmy. I'll tell you that.
You know, every night I've got my work cut out for me. What a super WrestleMania 3 this is going to be this year.
It's going to be kind of unusual to see Adrian Adonis as a cue ball, is it not?
Let me tell you something, baby. Piper's going to retire, win, lose, or draw, and he's going to leave and go to Hollywood bald-headed. You can bank on that.
Well, that remains to be seen. Of course, the entire world is buzzing right now about WrestleMania. Coming down March 29th, Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan, the place to be It will be a happening.
It's going to be the biggest event ever. You know, WrestleMania 1 and 2 were great, but this is going to be the biggest.
I understand also, Mouth, that you've been making some very disparaging remarks about another friend of mine, Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper, what a has-been. This guy, you know, he had a big song called School's Out for Summer, right? School's out. School. Look, I'm so excited about it, I bit my fingernails off to my elbows. School's going to be out for him as soon as him and Jake the Snake step in the ring with my main man, Honky Tonk, baby.
I'll tell you, I'm taking a good look at you now, and you don't weigh 100 pounds soaking wet, and you shouldn't be issuing any challenges to anybody.
Hey, listen.
Regardless of their name.
I know Kung Fu, Karate, and 2 other Japanese words, and I know I can lick Alice Cooper on any day.
Oh, please. Talk about guys not playing with a full deck. You're looking at one right there, and Jimmy Jack Funk.
I thought you were talking about Pedro.
Pedro Morales? Have you ever checked the background, the credentials of Pedro Morales?
Yeah, he was former, right? World's champion. Former Intercontinental champion, right? Oh, that's former.
Do you have any former champions?
I don't have to have former champions. I've got champions now, the Hart Foundation.
Well, only because it was handed to you on a silver platter as a gift from Danny Davis.
What are you trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say?
Trying to say the truth.
No.
Very seldom do I ever hear the truth come out of that mouth of yours.
You know, a lot of people say if my lips are moving, I'm lying. I'm going to say it before you say it. But that's why you wear glasses.
I never said that.
You said it 1,000,000 times. See, now you're lying.
Jimmy Jack having a few derogatory remarks to make to some of our ringsiders. The SRO signs went out early here in Beantown. That's standing room only for your edification.
Gorilla, I know what that means, Gorilla.
Give me your pick me a winner. Wow, it's kind of a silly question to be asking you, but maybe you could give us an honest, down-to-earth answer. Pick me a winner between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
You've got to go with Andre. You've got to go with
why do I have to go with Andre?
15 years undefeated, right or wrong.
That's true.
Look, how tall is Andre and how tall is Hulk? Go ahead.
Andre's 7'4".
All right, what about Hulk?
Hulk is 6'9", 6'10".
Right. What about the weight?
There's quite a difference in weight, a couple hundred pounds.
You better believe. You got to go with Andre, baby. I'm telling you, that's the smart money's on Andre.
Well, 15 years undefeated is a very impressive statistic.
And plus, he's got my friend and yours in the corner, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh, big left hand by Morales. Jimmy Jack bailing out of there.
See, look at that. That was illegal. That was illegal. He hit Jimmy Jack with a fist.
You guys never do that, right?
No, we never do that. You know we don't.
Use megaphones and other foreign objects instead.
You know, I cannot believe you said that. You were talking about the World Championship, Danny Davis. Did you see me use a megaphone in that? No, absolutely not.
No, who cracked Dynamite Kid over the head before the match even begun?
Well,
you
don't look at me.
We've got it right on videotape. We've shown it 1,000 times.
Well,
what do you mean don't look at you? Who else was carrying the megaphone?
Well, I was carrying the megaphone, but I didn't do anything with it, man.
Understand you got very heavily fined for that as well, and good.
You know, telephone, telegraph, and tell Gorilla Monsoon.
Well, this shot there by Jimmy Jack. Is Pedro a little bit too quick for that move? Jimmy Jack always looks like the lights are on, but there's nobody home.
Hey,
you ever get that? The Hearts remind me of that too once in a while.
You know,
especially the big guy, the Anvil.
Yeah, anybody I manage, I know that's what you're going to say about him, Gorilla.
Anvil looks tired all the time.
But we're the world champions.
Are you keeping him in shape at all?
Hey, he's in the greatest shape of his life.
He is.
Tito Santana and the Bulldogs are going to find out about it at WrestleMania 2 with dangerous Danny Davis wrestling.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what kind of wrestling ability Danny Davis has.
He's our big surprise in WrestleMania 3, baby.
He could be a big blunder, too. Morales on the receiving end right now. He's about to go out to the hardwood floor here. Indeed, he does.
Mr. Excitement, Pedro Morales. Look at him. Look at him. He's lost. He's wandering around trying to get some help from the fans. Look at him out there.
Trying to get back in. Jimmy Jack doesn't want to give him a shot. Nice block. There's that left hand right between the eyes. And another one right into Kissa. Oh, what a shot. Clothesline by Funk. This Funk, they tell me they had to keep this guy locked up in the bunkhouse for quite some time.
Well, you know, one of the Funk brothers, you know, just like the other Funks, he's a little wild, a little crazy.
That. Come on, ref, give me a break. Reached over and took that cowbell and just rammed it right into the forehead of Pedro Morales.
I didn't see that. I was watching the same match you're watching, Gorilla.
Try watching the monitor. You're looking at some girl there in the 5th row, probably.
Oh, cute, real cute, Gorilla.
Did you bring your real stand-up friend with you tonight? I'm talking about the honky-tonk man.
Listen, don't knock
What a
the
stand-up guy.
Hey,
what a back jumper.
You know what? Look what happened to Jake the Snake when he made fun of the honky-tonk man. You know, I saw the people play guitar with their teeth, their hands, but Jake played guitar with his head.
Gonna have to pay some heavy dues on that one, my friend.
Yeah, we don't run from anybody.
Come March 29th in the Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan.
You know, by the way, in Memphis, Tennessee, baby, right there at Honky Land, USA, we might even bring you down to Honky Land after WrestleMania.
Don't do me any favors. 2 feet on the 2nd rope. Referee sees the rope moving now. What do you think? It's moving by itself, ref? Well, he finally caught him. Understand you're not too fond of snakes to begin with.
Well, you're right. I hate snakes, man. And, you know, Jake the Snake, that's what started this whole big thing.
Yeah, well, how about Alice Cooper? He's going to have a few snakes with him, too.
I know he's going to have a big snake with him. We got a big surprise for both those clowns, man, because you don't push Jimmy Hart around or the honky-tonk man, baby.
Look out. Right between the eyes again on Morales. Could be all over here. What an upset this would be. No, Morales got out. Morales got that ability to come back. Shoulder breaker, yes, he nailed him with it.
It's over now, baby. Look at this.
Jimmy Jack on the 2nd turnbuckle on the inside. Elbow, no. Took too long in delivering that blow.
I think the referee had his hand on the rope and shook the rope and it made him misjudge. I'm telling you, man.
You saw that, huh?
I'm telling you.
Morales, the southpaw, went downstairs into the breadbasket. And adrenaline's flowing right now, I'll tell you. Irish whip coming up. Look out. Downstairs again.
Look at the referee's letting him use his fist, hit him in the head, the stomach, and everything,
man. That was an open hand. Didn't you see that? Look at this. Backdrop. Wow. Yimiak in trouble. Morales with the patented backbreaker. Well executed. Hooks the leg. Could be all over. It is. Whoa. Pedro Morales with a big ovation here from this capacity crowd in Beantown. He got the Puerto Rican mad.
I still say this, Danny Davis was the best referee in the WWF, man. These other clowns are horrible.
Good night. Pedro Morales chalking up one of the many in the record books. Here's how it went down. Look at the execution on this backbreaker. Oh, beauty right in there. Remind me a little bit of the Hitman when he did that.
Look, he's got the tights. Look, he's holding the tights.
Hanging onto the guy's leg. What? You need glasses other than the ones you have on. Morales on the victory. We'll be back. Morales still has that unique ability to put you away. That's the key. That's the key. You know, you talked earlier on about faults. You never gave me a chance to go up and shoot the footage that I wanted of Andre in training, where I might have been able to take another look at what I thought I saw. So now I'm only positive in my own mind that there's one fault and possibly two. Of course, the first fault is he's got you as his manager. That's number one. The second one was something with his training technique that I wanted to see again, but you never gave me that opportunity. And I'm gonna...
Okay, what if I fly you up there this week?
Forget about it. No way. No way I'm going to go back there. After that horrendous thing that you did in the woods with me, we're going to see that later on. I'm going to show the people what kind of guy you are.
You're not going to show that tape.
We are going to show it, regardless of what.
I'm going to get to the director right now. I got that guy in my pocket, you know. He'll do whatever I want.
There's other people in the building who will.
I got pictures of him, too.
Whatever. But it was, let's get back to the situation. You know, what do you expect?
He knows better than to show that.
What do you expect to get? Should Andre the Giant be lucky enough and forceful enough to get his hands on the World's Heavyweight Championship, what kind of physical damage do you think he's going to incur in that match? You won't have to worry about making too many bookings for that.
Oh, it's not going to be easy. We know that.
Definitely not.
I've never said it was going to be easy. Hulk Hogan is a big, tough man. But he's not as tough as the Giant. And the only reason he is the world champion because he hasn't wrestled the Giant. Now, I'm going to talk to the director right now.
I'll tell you another guy that's tough, talking about Jake the Snake Roberts. In fact, let's go to the Snake right now.
Hey, pal.
Thank you, Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon. Jake the Snake Roberts, I vividly recall what took place in the snake pit.
You do?
Recently, Honky Tonk Man, and I really don't understand it. He said that you were making fun of him, of his clothes, of his family, of Peggy Sue, of everybody, and that's why he hit you over the head with a guitar.
Do you believe I was making fun of him?
I didn't get that impression, no.
Oh, I was, but you see, the thing is, I was telling you the truth, man. I was telling you what I really thought of you. Few people will step up and say what they really think. I will. You know, what surprised me, though, is that you had guts enough and a mind enough. I'm sure Jimmy Hart had something to do with it, because he's a sneaky little worm. Anyway, I've known him for a long time, to come around the other side. That was quick. That was quick thinking on your part. A mistake on my part. But you know something, Honky Tonk? You being from Tennessee, you've been out hunting before, hadn't you, boy? You went out and you pointed that gun down at that game and you pulled that trigger, and you had to make sure it was a good shot, unless you were hunting small game.
All right.
Something that don't fight back. I fight back a little bit, you know. He took his best shot and he didn't get the job done. What's a wounded animal like? You tell me, huh?
Well, I don't know about a wounded animal. I will tell you this, that now WrestleMania 3 in the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan on Sunday, March the 29th, Jake, has been expanded to 12 matches. In one of those matches, you'll have an opportunity to get revenge, because you're going to be meeting the Honky Tonk Man.
And you know what it's going to be like for you, my man? It's going to be like death row. You sitting in a chair, and you're waiting for the man to pull the switch. But you don't know when he's going to pull it, but you can be sure that he's going to pull it sooner or later. Ain't nobody going to save your rear end for the frying you're going to take in Pontiac, my man. What I'm saying is, Honky Tonk, if you've got guts enough to show up, then I'm going to get to do everything I want, and you don't want that.
All right, I thank you very much, Jake the Snake Roberts. Yes, to meet the Honky Tonk Man, one of 12 exciting matches in WrestleMania 3 at the Silverdome on March the 29th.
Talk about guys that are upset and mean. I would not like to be in the Honky Tonk shoes come
Probably
March
not.
29th.
You wear about a 14. He wears about an 11.
That's beside the point. The point is that here's a guy that did a back jumping job and didn't do the job all the way. Now he's going to have to live with that fact between now and then. The next, well, ever since he did it, he spent some sleepless nights, I'm sure.
Well, he's worried, the Snake Man. You can
I'm
tell.
not talking about the Snake Man.
Well, he's got this big tough guy named Alice in his corner.
Alice Cooper and friends.
Some punk
How
rock
many
and
snakes
roller.
do you think are going to be there in that particular
With those
match?
two, I would say maybe 6 dozen. Who knows with those two?
You won't be anywhere in sight, I can guarantee you that.
I'm not concerned with them. I'll be busy doing it. But you're not going to see that footage you shot up there in the training camp.
We're going.
Oh, no, I talked to Cecil B. Stuffles here, and he's going to put the stop to it right now.
Guaranteed, folks, before this program is over this week, we will indeed have footage. It may be a little raw footage, but
talk to him.
It'll be footage.
You're out of business.
This guy in the woods. We'll be back with the ladies tag team champions in a moment.
I was going to say that.
Oh. It's feature time here this week, and Bobby, we don't see an awful lot of the girl wrestlers anymore. They're becoming an endangered species, almost. You know, they're in such great demand all over the world.
Well, in all the foreign countries, and yeah, there's just not that many of them to go around.
We've had an opportunity that we're going to be taking a look at this week, the ladies tag team champions of the world.
That's right.
Leilani Kai, Judy Martin. What a combo they are.
They're tougher than a lot of guys.
Well, I'm surprised that you didn't get some of these lady wrestlers.
Hey, whoa. I got enough trouble getting Miss Betty to work, let alone managing a couple girl wrestlers and getting them dressed into the ring.
Oh, indeed. Ladies
Last thing I want to do is carry curlers with me and powder puffs.
So let's go to ringside.
Reservations, make sure their hair's done, make sure this.
The following bout is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Wrestling Federation Ladies Tag Team Championship. Introducing in the ring first the challengers at a total combined weight of 313 pounds. First from Dublin, Ireland, Velvet McIntyre. Her partner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Angie Manelli. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Wrestling Federation Ladies Tag Team Champions at a combined weight of 318 pounds. From Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Judy Martin. And her tag team partner from Hawaii, Leilani Kai.
World Wrestling Federation Ladies Tag Team title belts up for grabs this week. Gene Okerlund ringside, along with Lord Alfred Hayes, and I suspect this is going to be a tremendous matchup.
It really is. These are tough, tough girls, these champions. Leilani Kai especially is tough, but even possibly tougher than her is her partner, Judy Martin.
A couple of great lady veterans in the World Wrestling Federation challengers. Angie Minelli and Velvet McIntyre. Oh, little fisticuffs.
Yeah, a little Irish temper there, I think, showing up in Velvet McIntyre. And what Angie Minelli may lack in experience, she certainly makes up for with enthusiasm.
Fifth man of the ring, referee Dave Hebner, certainly has his work cut out for him this week. The bell is sounded, and away we go. Wait a minute. Oh, my word, I can't believe that. A couple of double drop kicks that have just leveled Leilani Kai and Judy Martin. They didn't even have representation in the ring.
No, they were taken completely by surprise there, Gene. I myself am surprised that the champions would have stood like that with their backs to the challengers. It showed a lack of concentration. There was a lapse there somewhere.
All right, youngster Angie Martin.
Angie Minelli there, Gene. She's really a novice as far as this match is concerned, but maybe we'll see some more from her later on.
All right, step over on the arm for Velvet McIntyre to Leilani Kai. There's the tag. That's what they're going to have to do. Huge crowd on hand this week for this World Wrestling Federation event. Some nifty work on the part of Velvet McIntyre and Angie Minelli.
Good move by the two youngsters. Really making their presence felt in this particular match, and they're showing that they're worthy challengers for this ladies' title.
Step over on the arm, Minelli to a former World Wrestling Federation Ladies Champion, Leilani Kai.
Leilani Kai looks as if she's put a little weight on there to me, Gene.
Just a tad, so to speak, Lord Albert.
Yes.
Tag is made. Here's Velvet McIntyre.
It obviously hasn't slowed her down, though. She's still as fast as ever. Good tackles there by Leilani Kai.
Off the ropes, trying for the hip lock. That didn't work. Let's see what happens here. Oh, beautiful move on the part of McIntyre. Into the ropes. How about that? That's enough for Leilani Kai. She makes the tag to Judy Martin. Martin comes in. Oh, yeah, the hard way.
Velvet McIntyre absolutely giving these girls no chance here. She's strung together 2 or 3 moves. However, Judy Martin is able to stop her right in her tracks.
Velvet McIntyre, of course, one who makes the decision to go at sans boots in the ring.
Yes, it must be difficult.
You know, I would just have to imagine that Bobby Heenan, being the manager, being the type of guy he is, would just absolutely love to manage one of these ladies' teams.
I believe he did manage a lady wrestler at one time, and she fired him. I can't quite remember her name. It was on a TNT show, Gene.
I remember her name, and she did indeed. Ixnay Heenan in a big hurry.
It certainly did. Now Velvet McIntyre still on top, still managing to keep it hold nicely on Judy Martin. Pushing her to the ropes there.
I wonder if we can get a clean break. Oh, no. That would be too much to ask of Judy Martin. Whip into the ropes, comes off, misses with a knife edge, and all of a sudden, Velvet McIntyre turns the tables. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Bobby Heenan, don't you run away from me. Bobby Heenan, these ladies' tag teams look very, very impressive. I've got to believe you'd love to manage one of these teams.
What are you talking about? You think I got other things? You think that's all I got to do is manage a couple of women, 3, 4 women, make sure they get to the building, make sure their hair's curled, make sure their makeup's put on, make sure they got their plane reservations. You know what it is. You can't even get one to go on a date, let alone get them to the arena.
I'm glad I asked the question. You're looking very dapper this week.
You concern yourself with managing the women wrestlers. I've seen you, I don't want to go into that right now.
Get out of here.
I think you've ruffled his feathers a little bit there, Gene.
I don't need any insults from Heenan. If I want that, I can stay at home.
Some really nice moves there by Leilani Kai as she pins Velvet McIntyre by the arms. And very, very close to a corner, but unable to make a tag is Velvet McIntyre.
Well, that's a variation on the old surfboard. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Certainly for a submission. It's the only way it would fly. There's hair quite openly on the part of Leilani Kai.
And Velvet McIntyre has plenty of hair there as well.
Very unique snap mare, and that all of a sudden comes up with a double leg drop, and Velvet McIntyre had checked out. Heel throw. Oh, how about that move? Sensational.
Judy Martin really quick to come into the ring there. She saw her partner in immense trouble, made a brilliant save. They're a good tag team combination, these two ladies champions.
What a backbreaker by Leilani Kai to McIntyre. And follows that up with a big boot to the upper chest. There's the tag. Kai to Judy Martin. Martin, tremendous veteran, really, with a lot of great skills.
Absolutely, and right now, Velvet McIntyre is taking a lot of punishment. Oh, my word. Just look at that.
I cannot believe that. I cannot believe it at all. My. Now, right now, Judy Martin being admonished by the referee for utilizing the hair in that move. I couldn't believe she actually threw her out and hung onto the hair all along.
Yes, and landed her face down inside canvas very heavily indeed. Judy Martin still absorbing a lot of punishment there, but able to keep her shoulders up.
Well, that's Velvet McIntyre now being kicked out onto the ring apron. And there to warmly receive her is Leilani Kai, Judy Martin's partner. Look at this. Actually hanging her and dropping her down to the floor outside of the ring.
No circumstances.
Wow, some kind of punishment.
Yeah, that's what I want right now out of you.
By
Nobody else.
Kai and
if you can't get it done, you put somebody on that can.
What? Don't you have a phone at home, for God's
sake? Yes, I have a phone at home and in my office, but I also have one here. And you are not going to show any footage of that trip through the woods. I'm not going to be embarrassed on my own program.
That's literally what it was, a trip in the woods.
That's right. You do not show that film.
Later on.
If you do, you'll be liable. My attorneys will talk to you about it. You understand that?
Oh,
that's right.
I have to put up with this.
Bundy. I want the Bundy footage.
Give me a break.
Yes.
I promised the folks we're going to see the footage at the end of the program.
You're going to see King Kong Bundy in training. That's the footage I'm going to show.
In other words, there will be no footage because I don't believe that King Kong Bundy ever trained a day in his life except maybe in a fast food restaurant. Does he resemble that remark? Plenty more exciting action coming up in this ladies' tag team title match. We're going to be back with the exciting conclusion in just a moment.
This thing's dead now.
I don't care what you do or who you talk to. I promised the folks that we'd see this footage. Hey, was my money that I spent.
I bought the ticket. I popped for the bananas.
Big deal. Big deal. You know what it costs to drag around a crew these days with the kind of money they get?
Hey,
look at this crew.
Look at this
You know what
crew.
it costs to do? You have any idea?
I bet you're out about $6 or $7. Give or take the guy back there eating the sandwich with the lights? I don't know.
Give me a break.
Guy probably dubs as a makeup man part-time. I don't know.
Tape's ready, Gorilla.
Nonsense. Oh, did you hear that?
He does. Well, the Bundy footage.
Well, maybe that, maybe not. Talk about excitement. We've got it.
I don't
right
like
here
what's
in the
going on right here, right now.
Tag team wrestling.
Hey, Tootsie, don't
Let's go to
wind me
Leilani
down here.
Kai
Wait a
and
minute.
Judy Martin, the champions.
No, wait, now
back at
stop. Now
ringside.
wait a minute. I got things I want to talk about.
Hey. Benelli coming to the aid of her partner this week. The count continues on the part of the referee. One of these two ladies will have to get back into the ring.
Velvet McIntyre really stunned there, standing on the outside. And the Leilani Kai taking her chance there, pulling her over the top rope. And Velvet McIntyre falling heavily once again off the apron of the ring, and that girl is really in a bad way right now. Angie Manelli round to give a little comfort, a little succor to her partner, but it might not be enough at this point.
Velvet McIntyre returning to the ring the hard way at the hands of Judy Martin via hair. And Martin is really roughhousing it with Velvet McIntyre. Tag to Leilani Kai. If they have the opportunity, they'll double team McIntyre. Certainly that's what they're doing right now. Off that second rope with a double chop. Leilani Kai goes for the pin. 1-2. No.
They can't pin her, Gene, but it's now imperative that Velvet McIntyre makes it to her corner and makes that tag to Angie Manelli.
Oh, look at that beautiful bridge on the part of McIntyre. Leilani Kai, as big as she is, still couldn't hold off that bridge. Very impressive flying drop kick on the part of Velvet McIntyre. We have got action.
Just tremendous action from these four girls here. And Velvet McIntyre, I don't know how she's managing it, but she's staying on her feet. She's trying for that tag, still unable to make it. Leilani Kai dragging her around by her hair and tagging in her partner, Judy Martin.
Basic fireman carry on the part of Leilani Kai. Oh my word. That had to hurt. I think it's imperative at this point in time that Velvet McIntyre gets over to that corner and gets a tag off to her partner, Angie Minelli. 1-2 count kick out on the part of McIntyre.
Should she do that, Gene, of course, Angie Minelli is absolutely fresh and she's eager to get into that ring, so she'll come in really, really hot. And, well, I don't know these champions, the girls' champions, they seem in good, fine physical condition.
Judy Martin not about to let Velvet McIntyre get off the tag. Boy, she just continues to use that hair. Referee should be climbing all over Martin's case. Here's a whip into the ropes. Off she comes. Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought we were going to see something a little different.
Big leg drop on the Irish girl. The Irish girl laying down there. She is in a bad way, Gene. Just cannot make that tag.
If she can't get a tag off Lord Alfred Hayes, I'd suspect it won't be long before the pin is converted into a 1-2-3 count.
That seems inevitable at this stage. Oh, what a mess up there by the champions.
All four of the ladies in the ring, and yes, Velvet McIntyre gets off the tag to Angie Minelli. You said she would come in high flying. She's doing that.
Tremendous drop kick. Another drop kick. Down goes Leilani Kai, and she's backing off.
Angie Minelli is red hot this week. Set up, beautiful monkey flick. Leilani Kai landing hard on the lower back. There's Minelli over to take Judy Martin into the ring.
Minelli, a house on fire here. She's really going.
1, 2. No, sir. Didn't happen.
Almost new champions there, Gene. Almost made history here.
But I'll tell you what, Angie Minelli executing perfectly those flying drop kicks, and they have been most effective. There's the jump over. There's hair on a part of Martin and a big forearm. Referee missed that one. Velvet McIntyre's in there now. She's going to work right down Leilani Kai. Martin teams up with Minelli. Body slam.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Oh, unusual move there on the part of Judy Martin.
Wow,
that could be it. It could be all over. 2, 3. It's history.
Leilani Kai there.
Let's go up to the ring and get the official decision.
Here are your winners and still World Wrestling Federation Ladies Tag Team Champions, Judy Martin and Leilani Kai.
All right, very impressive victory on the part of the Ladies Tag Team Champions, Judy Martin and Leilani Kai. Lord Alfred?
Yes, they were great in retaining their title. Here, Velvet McIntyre gives a tremendous body slam to Leilani Kai. Meanwhile, this devastating move by Judy Martin, the referee's tension is diverted a little bit, overcomes Leilani Kai and pins Angie Minelli to retain that Ladies Tag Team title.
It was just fundamental after that shocking shoulder breaker on the part of Judy Martin to Angie Minelli. And there they are, successfully retaining the Ladies Tag Team Championship belts, the tandem of Judy Martin and Leilani Kai. Lord Alfred Hayes and Gene Okerlund at ringside, and stay tuned. We're going to be right back with more action.
Well, I certainly thought that Minelli and McIntyre were far superior in their skills as far as the match went, but it was...
You're thinking that about Hulk Hogan, too? You're always on the side of the losers, Munson.
Hulk Hogan isn't a loser. Hulk Hogan is the world's heavyweight champion.
Now.
What do you mean now?
He is today. He won't be the 29th of March.
He will be the 29th of March.
Not the 30th.
Well, that we'll have to just wait and see, won't we?
Won't we?
Well, what Andre the Giant undefeated for 15 years.
That's right.
Not against the caliber of talent that the world's heavyweight champion has to meet. True or false?
True to a degree.
Thank you.
Champion does meet the best.
You got that right. Andre the Giant was obviously never deemed #1 challenger. Didn't want to crack at the title. And if it wasn't for you, he still wouldn't want to crack at the title. Well, folks, as we promised, before the windup of primetime this week, we're going to show you some exclusive footage of the training camp of Andre
No,
the
you're
Giant.
not. Because I have it all set up in the back with the director. See, I leaned on him a bit. He's going to do what I want. I'm going back there, and I'm going to set up the Bundy piece.
Please.
You wrap it up, Monsoon.
Give me a break. Folks, we promised that this footage would be shown. This guy, I know his capabilities. There's no way he'll even find the director's room. Bobby the Brain Heenan could get lost in a phone booth. So stay with us, because right now we're going to go to some special footage, as I promised you earlier on. Roll the tape, please.
Griping. Look at Brain. I don't have a clue where we are. Where is the gym? I know where we are. These guys are costing me a lot of money. All you paid for was my lousy ticket, and this you could call lunch?
Hey, I want you to feel at home, pal. The camera's breaking down. The audio man keeps tripping and falling down the hills.
Do you have any idea?
I know exactly where I am.
Well, let's get to the gym.
You just keep your mouth shut, eat a banana, and follow me.
Let's go. Don't let go of those flowers. You better know where you're going.
I know where I'm going.
Come on. Come on. What? Look, I don't see anything that resembles a building here. What are you trying to do to me?
There's a big well.
You don't want me to film this, do you?
Yes, I do. There's a well. There's a well right beside it. Come on.
Well, I don't see any
Quit griping.
well.
Come this way.
Which
This
way?
way.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm coming.
Come on.
Coming for 3 miles now. I don't have a clue yet.
We don't have a clue. Just
I don't know where we are.
You keep wandering off. This is a tough terrain. Look at the trees here. Get a shot of the trees here, you guys. Those are the trees Andre's been cutting down. This is part of his training.
Where is the gym?
The training place?
That's
Follow
what we're here
me.
to...
I know that. You're the one that keeps stopping to fill your face with another banana.
You don't want me to see what I saw the last time, do you?
You just come on.
I'm coming. Watch it. Watch it stop.
Come on.
Are you nuts? This is crazy.
I'm crazy.
We're lost again.
You quit. Right. That's all you do here.
We've been by here already one time.
Never been by here.
Absolutely. Look at
There's
that.
a creek that runs by the tree.
Look at my marker here. Look. My banana peel. Right here. We were by here already.
That could be anybody's banana peel.
Give me a break. I know. But gorillas know their own bananas when they see them. Look, there's another one right there. You think I'm stupid? I left a little bit of a trail here because you don't have a clue where you're going.
Maybe I don't have a clue where I'm going.
Look, we've been by here over an hour ago. There's another one right there. There's another one. And another. You snake in the grass. You don't want me to see Andre training again, do you?
What do you mean? I invited you. I popped for your ticket and everything.
Yeah.
You think I just want to walk around this miserable forest?
What I saw the first time is true, don't you, Brain?
No.
Absolutely.
I don't know a thing
You
like
don't want
that.
me to see him in the training camp anymore. You just led me around these woods here for the last 2.5 hours for nothing.
You think that's all I got to do is walk around
So
here?
long,
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
I'm history.
You're not going anyplace. Wait for me.
You stay lost.
No, I'm not staying back here.
Obvious that he definitely did not. Weasel, where are you? Yeah, I know you're not in the control room. You're at the 7-Eleven. You made your way out of the building. You found that all right. Goodbye. So long, everyone. Till next week.